Hello, and welcome to another Rangaroo cast. Me, Rangaroo, and today we're doing a 2v2 on Highway to Seoul. So, on the right hand side in blue, playing is Blueful, we got Faust and Rice Drake, and on the left hand side in red, playing as Redfall, we got Liberator 2004 and Venator. So, as usual, let's speed this up and get things going. Both sides deploy our units. I'm guessing Blueful going for a general deck, yeah. Definitely looks like it. While Redfall going for pretty much just a pure Russian deck. Pure USSR. And array Rego. Now we do have two planes being brought up from Redfall off the bat, a MiG-25 and a MiG-23, but Bluefall brings out a Puff of their own. Now the poor little Puff isn't going to be able to really fight this out, so he's probably going to get shot down immediately, just like that. Managing to get a good early game kill here from Redfall. And both sides move along the highway as due course. On Mi-24V all the way up top, just trying to keep his Gazelle cannon array, doing a little bit of skirmishing. And Redfall already setting up in between Delta and Echo inside his town, where Bluefall doesn't even seem like heading over to these 2 points. Moving down the middle quite a lot. We have quite a bit of infantry. Moving some of them into Delta now, while making quite a big push into Goth. Got a lot of infantry guys in the forest. Yeah, just mainly a lot of infantry from Bluefall or Redfall. Getting a few more in terms of tanks. Got T-64BM, some nice AA. That T-64 getting some long range shots. Two Chimera Shikis, I do apologise. That's quite heavy in terms of tank support. And an M3A2 Bradley, but still quite a bit of infantry. Using on the Sickies, moving around. Probably going to try and get the flank. And Redfall just have a very nice setup in Echo, and in the top of it at least. Because having this town of ATGM infantry helps absolute wonders. If they can get ATGM guys into this town, it will make their life hell of a lot easier, as you can pretty much cover all of it to stop him from moving down into Bravo and forcing them to attack Delta from the top hand side. Speaking of attacking, Goth is quite heavily attacked by Bluefall, moving in a lot of infantry guys, but Redfall's already set up top a lot of light armor stuff, just auto cannoning the raid the Bluefall infantry. And down below got Fusiliers and FSKs, engaging Spetsnaz, Brune, VDVs, and the Bluefall infantry should come out on top. In a straight-on fight, that is. They've even got a AH-1J Cobra flanking around up top. Moving in only 1 HP, you can sneeze on it and it'll probably die. And Estrella does manage to get the kill. Bluefall are going to be running some infantry engagement down here. Redfall bringing up more reinforcements for more VDVs and Type 63s. They've got a T-72BU a little bit too close to the Chimera Shiki. Does manage to get a good hit. Both of them, the T-72 going to be pulling back, but the Marashiki trying to give chase, but just going to play his ground. Is the other Caillou still alive? Yeah, it's all the way back here. Now this would be quite a risky engagement, because if each shooter are moving, he does have a stabilization malfunction, so we can get first shot and they both kill each other. Literally right at the same time, so a good trade, I guess. I mean, slightly in favour of Redfall that kill, I believe. BU is slightly less expensive. And the BM's going to be going at it. And at this range, it doesn't really matter what type of tank you are, because kinetic energy cannons do more AP damage the closer you get. So it's just going to be a lot of damage either way. Now, Blue 4 tank is still going a little bit strong. They've got a Charlie Mark III. Going to be holding his ground, and a HA Abrams, so they'll bring up heavy armor. We only get some more infantry guys to go around this bottom man forest, because these Spetsnaz are doing quite a number. That's an never mind, the Fusiliers managed to kill them. The T-64 A's important fight. I don't see these guys all too often. Very interesting choice in terms of tank. This Abrams going to get awfully close to these two T-64s, and once again, at this range, it doesn't really matter what type of tank you are. We don't have line of sight, so the Abrams is going to fall back into the forest to hold its ground. Got a Roland, more infantry guys being brought up, command infantry to Charlie. Definitely a smart idea, because they are losing in terms of points right now. Blue 4, Red 4 gaining that very nice plus run. And they are moving quite a bit into Delta. They pretty much have it completely under control at this point. Got this middle forest surrounded with infantry. Especially VDVs, because longer range RPGs allow you to control more of the area around said forest. And Echo is amazingly quite quiet. Blue 4 not doing too many incursions into it. Yeah, Red 4, they don't really have all that much in it. They have some cautions, which actually means one of these guys is playing a Redragon stack. So one USSR and one Redragon. Blue 4 bring up a lot of reinforcements down here. K1, more infantry. Even got the Gazelle cannon being brought up. Jaeger's going to be assaulting the bottom end area of Echo, fighting these Bong shoes. MiG-27, what are you doing? Going for the Karamarasiki, gets the kill, he does get shot down, but that doesn't really matter if you manage to get the kill. Now what is this around here? We got an Mi-25 with 1 HP. A lot of these helicopters do end up having 1 HP this match. Gonna be trying to flank around into Alpha. Probably not gonna work. We got 2 CSs here, which is definitely a smart investment here from Faust. Especially on maps like this, it's always worthwhile to have some cheap vehicles in your backline to stop any incursions like that. Puff flying around, not spotting any AA except for the Tor, but Tor doesn't manage to, keep his missiles off till the right moment. Now Blue 4, they are doing quite a bit into Echo. Definitely the best idea, because this is the least defended side in the Red 4 arsenal. And the Red 4 not even really bringing all that much in terms of reinforcements. They've got a Tor, caution, and a few tanks in the middle. So Blue 4 can capture this bottom man forest, so it'd be good as gold. Speaking of forest fights up in Gulf, government's going after Spetsnaz, and these Spetsnaz is completely outnumbered. The MG3 slightly more deadly than the RPO Napalm rocket launcher, I'd have to say. And Blue 4 just going to completely capture Gulf. Definitely quite an advantage to have. They got a nice amount of tanks here, so they can have this open area under their control. It's really just going to be about clearing out this bottom area and then holding it with infantry. We've got some Type 63s flanking around. And again, some shots into the recons. M41 is another interesting choice. Starting to see this tank being used an awful lot. One of the other stapled neutral recon units, like the Nanosiki and AIM, not only makes 1390, but the French thing with the real ERC. 30 points, I don't know. You probably know what I'm talking about, yeah. The 30-point real French reconnaissance. We've got a Harrier GR7 dropping bombs on the T-ATU, and just like a MiG-27, it's an insta-kill. Those Harrier GR7s, deadly tank killers. You just have to be a little bit careful where you aim them. And once again, almost kill on a T-72BU. Just a little bit to the right, and that would have been an instant kill. Another Harrier being brought up. Round 2. This time on the T-64BV, the Harrier does get shot down. Yeah, they do manage to kill the tank. Got smoke being fired for whatever reason. MiG-23 ML was a little bit too late, but the MiG-27 going in full strafing run, it does get shot down. Now these VDVs are these VDVs are behind in Bravo, chasing the Ray force CV to the corner of the forest. Got a Gazelle cannon, which is out of ammo, and yeah, we got another CV being brought up. Probably best idea. But yes, his Gazelle can't exactly do much. He's literally spent. Yo, his carcass might crash into the nope, he's just gonna crash over here. You got K-runs and infantry, so they should probably clear this out. The old CV does get killed. Giving Red 4 a little bit of time. Blue 4, they are in the lead by a very nice plus run. Government down bottom trying to clear out this forest. And that should be a rivalry to go. These infantry all spread out. And Blue 4 just did a very good job completely capturing Goth. And T-ATUM and Kaimarasiki going at it. The Kai is going to fall back and only 1 HP. The other K1 does manage to take a bullet for it. Or a APS, or an AP shell to be more precise. Or an APST, Sabot. Whatever fancy rounds they use for tanks these days, especially Russian tanks. You know, like American tanks use Sabot shells, which are really bloody fancy. I wonder what Russian ones use. Do they use Sabots too? I have no bloody idea. I'm just rambling on at this point. And Red Bull really bringing out a lot of heavy tanks. I mean, this is another T-ATUM and another T-72BU. The Blue 4 also do have the big guns. I've got some Abrams and Shally Mark III's up here. So both sides really do have quite a lot of tanks in their decks. It's definitely a smart idea, because this map, tanks in the right positions can do an awful lot of damage. Because it's the perfect amount of density of forest to keep your tanks hidden, but it's just enough open space for them to cover. Now Blue 4, they are trying to get into the middle sector, try to capture it, but they don't even really have to worry about capturing the middle. Just as long as they keep it neutralized, and if they can completely capture Goth, they've got this very nice +1 lead that they can shit on for the rest of the match. Karamarasiki just poking in, getting a shot, and then pulling back. Fusiliers going at it from Spetsnaz. They're up top here. The Red 4 guys are managing to hold on to the little corner of Goth, just barely. But at this point, as you can see, they are getting surrounded. Blue 4 moving around the right hand side. And these guys are pretty much dead at this point. MiG-25 just flying around for air protection. Got a block being brought up. Gonna try and intercept. The other block does fly over the enemy A, does get shot down, but the MiG-25 does get killed by the block, so there was an even trade right here. The F-16 was slightly more expensive. Then we've got a Leopard 1 CV being brought up into Delta, just try and neutralise the point. And the Blue 4 attack into Echo really just snide down, and Red 4 has managed to get quite a bit of reinforcements into the sector. Blue 4, they still have such a point advantage, and just as long as they have Goth, they're good. Karimara Stickies moving up into Delta. Just going at it with T-72. They do have Ranger Recon, which is definitely helping. You don't want to get these guys too close. They'll keep them at range, allow their rate of fire of their cannons to do talking. They'll make 20 runs trying to drop in clusters. Though they do miss. Fusiliers and Centurion Aviari is a smart choice if it didn't get shot by a T-72. Maybe got artillery onto the T-72, try and stun it up. That's a Centurion to fall back into a safer position. Well, Shrek again, a nice ATGM shot off here. These guys managed to do a really good job just being in this town for the entirety of the match. The ATGMs are shorter range, but they do quite a bit of damage, I believe. Yeah, 26 AP, that's more than Eric's. And it's longer range than Eric's. The Jaeger's going after the VDVs, but T-22 is giving very nice supportive fire. So the Jaegers are just going to get crushed up. Blue 4, they really want to kill the T-22 if they want to make any progress into here. And soon to be is BMPT, which will definitely be also a pain in the ass to deal with. Centurion Aviari, give them covering fire. 2 HA Abrams, definitely enough in this close range environment to deal with these tanks. We have a B5. I do love seeing a B5. Pretty much drops a mini nuke, but it's just, yeah, misses. Again, the problem with using the B5 is that you have to hope that your opponent doesn't move, and if they're playing that slow, they usually move. Well, compared to the Harrier, it's a laser, it's a guided bomb. It's very easy to get direct hits on moving targets, just as long as you can adjust or estimate correctly. Blue 4 just gaining this very nice plus run. Having Delta neutralized is definitely helping them out a lot. Make 20 run, trying to drop in clusters, kill the Leopard, but to no avail because it doesn't manage to move back the Leopard. Go on SU-24, kills the K run, but the Leopard is still alive. And Red 4, they really have just ran out of tanks at this point. I mean, Blue 4 got a lot of heavy armor over here now, but Red 4 really just stuck with this one BU. Because is one of them playing like a mix? Yeah, one of them is definitely playing Red Dragons, and the other one's playing just standard Red 4. And the Red Dragon deck, you don't really get how many super heavy tanks except for the T90S. You could also count the Chinese tanks, but they do have the firepower. They just don't have the armor to be classified as super heavy. We've got another B5 dropping in bombs. It's gonna get intercepted. This time it might actually get the kill on a little bit to the left. As you can see, it still does quite a bit of damage to the Leopard. SU-25K. And there we got the tank engagement, just this huge group of Blue 4 armor. It's going to be moving up. Kill the BMPT. They don't give a crap at an SU-24s dropping bombs on them. They're just going to keep on going. Directly against the hit, so they do run out of 80. Oh, only one ATGM left. Now, Mi-28 trying to scare off the tanks. Getting some very good hits, but not enough to kill both these guys in 1 HP. And a very smart smoke barrage covering their own tank's retreat. Very good use of a smoke barrage here right at the end. That'll be a good game. Blue 4 gaining a 1,000 kill advantage per standard for a lot of these replays. And it was a pretty good game. Blue 4 pretty much won Blue 4 in the match. was being able to kill the enemy heavy tanks with the Harrier GR7, chose with some deadly bombing runs, and capping Goth up top with just a very powerful burst, and they slowly riddled it down and completely held it for the rest of the match. And Red 4, they did a good job holding Echo because it was rather uncontested, but Delta was very flimsy, floppy, back and forth. And because they didn't have Goth near the end of the match, they did lose quite a bit to points. And it just really needed a few more heavy tanks. I mean, one of these guys, I don't know which one it was playing Red Dragons. And Red Dragons isn't actually that bad of a deck. It's pretty good, especially with a lot of the Chinese anti-tank stuff. Because Chinese anti-tank stuff is very cheap and very bloody powerful, just as long as it doesn't get hit. And there wasn't really too much of that. It was a lot of, you know, once the T-80Us and T-72BUs got killed, they just couldn't deal with the Kaimara Sikis and H.A. Abrams. They did do a good job holding on to Delta, not completely losing the point, but losing Goth is what lost them the match. But I'm going to end it, yeah, and stop my rambling. And this has been another Rangaroo cast. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as usual, please just take it easy.